Hello, my name is Raimon Norris. I am an Atlanta photographer, and this is Get Klique'd.
Raimon, appreciate you hanging out with me today, brother.
And I appreciate you having me, man.
Hey, first thing, let's start off by asking you, how'd you get started in this business?
I got started in photography about 5 years ago. But I've been doing video production over 20 years. And I started in ministry in church. Church
Right.
needed some, actually I was like, yeah, it's been over 20 years. Just handling the camera for the church. But when I transitioned, I'm from Cleveland, when I transitioned here to Atlanta, I saw a need for both video and photography for brands, people that are trying to develop their brand or have a brand out there that they're trying to get noticed. So I says, well, I can just marry the two, the photography and video together, and help people get themselves out there.
You know, it's funny you should say that. In my time being a photographer, I started also in videography, really kind of being an independent film guy, trying to play around. But what I noticed is a lot of photographers don't like to do both.
I think it's because video can be a little bit more difficult, especially if you're in the creative mode.
Right.
If you have to I have to create an open, I have to create certain things for a client. I do get in my mode of, I don't feel like.
Not today.
Yeah, but with the picture, I'm not gonna say it's easier, but it's literally click and then take it into the editing room and kind of make adjustments.
Now I know we talked afterwards, so that might switch in a minute. But for right now, what's your weapon?
Right now I'm using a Nikon.
Did you start off with Nikon?
I did start off with Nikon. That's but I actually got my camera to shoot video with because at the time it was shooting in 20-minute increments.
Which Nikon did you?
The Nikon D3200.
Okay, that's everybody's old favorite.
Yeah. And I got it because I was creating, videos and corporate videos and stuff like that, and needed, a camera to do that. And then I started taking photos, and I was like, yo, I think I like this right here. And like the first year I started, I had photographers, hitting me up like, yo, I like what I see, you're doing really good.
That's the best, isn't it? I mean, it's one thing for your friends, the shots are great.
Yeah.
But for another photog to take the time out.
Yeah.
So you got skills. That's when you kind of say, maybe.
And say that they want to come and sit with me.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm like, literally, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Like, I'm just pointing and clicking right now. I was actually shooting still in JPEG.
Right.
In auto. I was in auto and kind of JPEG at that point in time. But I guess my compositions and the way that I was shooting stuff, they were liking.
It says a lot. This program really is designed for newer photographers, and I think that's a key point to make, is that we all started in JPEG, we all started on auto, and we worked our way to TV or whatever it is on Nikon.
Right.
Aperture mode, and then we said, let's try that in and see what happens. But it's okay, right? You can still get good stuff on auto. Composition is so much.
Right.
What do you think you got your composition, your eye for it? Is that something video helped you with?
Video did help me out a lot with that. Just knowing that you don't have to just shoot someone straight on to get a shot. The camera is mobile. People are, and just that static, hey, just stand there and do whatever it is that you're doing, and I'm going to shoot you from this, vantage point, was something that I learned in, shooting video, that like, okay, I can shoot from the ground up, or I can shoot, coming with the wall in the shot, and, having the wall. So just the different, having been in that video world definitely helped in the photography arena.
What's your favorite lens to shoot with? If you and we all have a couple babies we love, but if push came to shove, you can only take one.
Oh man!
Don't quite know what you're going to, but you can get it. I can kill people with this one.
I would have to say.
I know it's tough.
Yeah, just one.
It's tough.
Oh my
I
goodness.
know. It's the worst question you could ask a photographer.
Right, because I would have to say the 50. I would have to say the 50.
I love my 50.
Because I like to be able to zoom in and zoom out, and with the 50, of course, you're the zoom, so you have to literally run up and run back and do it. But the 50 is what I would say I use, because I can switch to video as well and still have those nice, crisp, clean shots with the 50 as well.
What's the most important lesson you've learned? If you could snatch one thing out, thinking about where you started and where you are now.
The lesson that I have learned is never stop learning. I'm self-taught. I didn't go to school for this. I tell people I go to the HBCU, YouTube University.
Love it.
And I'm always learning from other photographers and learning different techniques. When I first started out, I had no idea how to shoot at night. When I first started out, I didn't even know that you could use a flash in the daytime and outdoors. I had a guy literally coming and he brought his flash and I was laughing at dude like, dude, what you doing? What you got to eat?
Right, why you brought that?
Yeah,
all
and
this sunlight out here.
Yeah, I didn't know, that stuff, and it wasn't until I began to look, online and really begin to learn from the people that's putting, the information out there for people who don't have time to go to school, can't afford to go to school, whatever reason. But yeah, just always be learning.
What's a location that you haven't shot yet that if we were giving tickets out today, you would definitely take
California.
Which part? Any particular city or?
Anywhere near the ocean.
That's it?
Yeah.
On the coast?
Yeah, I haven't been there, but I definitely want to go to California and do some shoots. And
you hear California?
Yeah.
Brother Norris is coming to you.
Yeah,
It's coming.
There. I will definitely be there. I will definitely.
Hit him up on IG. What's your IG, by the way?
My IG is Rehoboth, REHOBATH.
That's your
media.
company?
Yep, RehobothMedia.com. That's actually, it's Rehoboth.com is my website, and you can reach all of my social platforms from there.
A phenomenal photographer, caught my eye right away. He's serious about his business, so give him a hit. Appreciate it, brother.
Man, I appreciate you having me.
Always. We're out.
I just got clicked.